So another instance of a cashless society, we see this. It's all over the World Economic Forum. They want us not to have cash because they don't want us to have freedom, and it's about that. But we see this with the ploughing championship. We see obviously the GAA are just kind of doing it anyway. They don't give a shit. The GAA. Why should they care about Paddy down the road that made the GAA? Let's put it that way. That made the GAA, supported the GAA when in the early 50s, the 60s and stuff like. Used to go to every match. Used to train with them, play for them and things. That they don't care. The true Paddy to the side. They're like fuck Paddy. Oh fuck John. We don't care about them. We care about this new World Economic Forum dialogue. We don't give a shit about the old fires. They would say they're too old school, so we're not caring. As long as they don't have a bank account, we don't want to know them. Simple as that. That's the way they kind of see the GA, and particularly now the national account at the NCT. Obviously, you need to do it every once in a while to make sure that you're allowed to drive in the road habit. So they want to go cashless, and obviously many different things. As you know, there's a lot of elderly people driving. You see them every day of the week. There's a lot of elderly people driving in the 70s and the 80s, even some of the 90s. And they wouldn't have a fucking notion, first of all, what's a credit card, first of all, and instead of asking what's a woman. But, they wouldn't have a notion. Some people wouldn't even know what the fucking internet is to pay online or to pay by credit card and things like that. And in the end of the day, cash is king. As simple as that, cash is king. I always try every day. I know it's hard, and the point that I'm trying to get across here is there should be an option. You have the option to pay online if you want to. You have the option to pay over card if you want. But you can pay with cash too. So it should be work always, and everybody's happy. It shouldn't be just the World Economic Forum says we have to do it this way, so everybody else has to jump to their attention and bow down to them, and things like that. We shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to go there. Or, it's simple as that. There should be encouraging the use of cash because cash is king. Let's put it that way. So, but no, the encouraging. People shouldn't be paying with cash. Klaus Schwab wouldn't be too happy with that if people started paying with cash. But again, cash is king. We have to just say it over and over again. That's the best way to pay if you can. Some people would rather pay with cash. That's fine. Again, it's the point that they're just saying this is the way we're going to do it. And if you don't like it, we're going to just we'll do without you. You can die. Basically that's the way it's basically going now with them. But GA particularly, there's even some GA clubs to this day. There's people turning up expecting to go in every day of the week, and they're saying no, you have to pay for your ticket online before you're allowed into the match. Even though they've been there for the last 30 years at matches every day of the week, paying huge amounts of money. We're talking maybe some spectators have paid maybe 10,000 in ticket, to get into matches and 10,000 over 30 years, and simply the GA doesn't want to know them, and donated for the lotto and stuff like that, and the GA doesn't want to know them. So, the GA the biggest culprits here with this cashless society. But obviously, just to say, the NCT, they're talking about doing it. So Jack Chambers said about it, and he's obviously the Minister for State. He said about they will not go cashless, because obviously the NCT is kind of government funded a lot. It's majority government funded. So, so obviously it faced a lot of backlash, like the ploughing championships, which they had to change their mind very quickly when people backlash very heavily on them. But as I say, it should work always, and simple as that. It shouldn't be just one way or the highway. As simple as that. That's we talk about democracy and the rule of law and all that. Well, there's no rule of law in this country, but we talk about democracy, equality, and all that. What's the equality in just throwing people onto the street that if they don't have a credit card, you don't want to know them? What's the equality there? You won't see protests every day of the week talking about that. There's no equality. And where's the democracy in that? You can't challenge it. You're just like, oh, this is the way it's going to be done. We don't care. There's no democracy in that. Where's the will of the people? It seems like it's very dictatorship, 1930s maybe. That's the way I kind of see the same with GEA and particularly with the ploughing championship a few weeks ago. It's just kind of it's going to be this way, or we're not going to listen to it. Simple as that. There's no democracy, there's no votes or anything that's saying should we or should we not, or opinion or anything. They're just like no, we're just decided to do it. So Klaus Schwab would be proud. So yeah, I think I said enough. Thank you.